I am currently at the Oregon State Penitentiary, one of Oregon's maximum security prisons. I have been here at this location for nearly 4 years. However, I've been incarcerated for the past 5 years.
I would say that in general, I'm a happy person. Even in here, I still smile and laugh a lot. I would say that I like to think of myself as a compassionate person. I guess the best way to describe myself is that I'm free. I mean, exactly as my name implies. It doesn't matter where I'm at, or what I'm experiencing, or whether I'm in prison or not. In my heart and in my mind, I'm a free individual, and that can't be taken from me.
You are listening to Democracy Now! When we come back, we'll talk with what the FBI has called one of the leading terrorists in this country. Well, we'll talk about him, and we'll hear from him. Jeff Luers, sentenced to 22 years in prison for burning 3 SUVs at a Chevrolet dealership. We'll have a debate about his case. Stay with us.
I grew up in the land of houses and rows. I had asthma, that's how it goes. When you're in LA, there are cars everywhere. See the sky and smell the air. I left home, looked around, trying to find some solid ground. I found life in the northern wood, and I knew that this was good. I saw the dozers, the death machines, tearing apart everything green. I built a platform, sat in a tree, said if you're taking her down, then you're taking down me. I saw the highways, I saw the mall, I saw the eagle, heard the clarion call. The voices of reason were talking to me, so I burned down a couple of SUVs. 23 years, 23 years.
I grew up in a suburb of Los Angeles, California. Typical American suburbia. I actively became involved in autonomy when I was in 3rd grade and refused to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance for the duration of my schooling.
We knew he was going to be a challenge to us when he was 5 years old. Our babysitter was on vacation, and we took him to the local park's day care center. I got greeted with him. First of all, he was saturated. There was a pond there, and he was wet. And he said, "Mama, you got to fight for what's right in life, and if anyone messes with me, I'll kick them in the balls." 5 years old, he said this, and that has not changed.
At 11 years old, Jeff started getting into political punk and hip-hop music. At 14, he began writing letters to his state representatives and senators. At 17, Jeff became actively involved in protests. At 19, he began canvassing for the Sierra Club, which brought Jeff to Eugene, Oregon.
Within a month, I was hanging out at this particular coffee shop and happened to come across 2 people showing a slideshow of the Warner Creek blockade and the protests that they had there in that national forest. And about a month later, I was living out in the woods.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, Sean.
On April 20th, 1998, Jeff helped launch the campaign to save a rare stand of lower elevation old-growth forest from being clear-cut. He did so by becoming the first person to occupy a tree platform at the Fall Creek tree sit.
It's been an interesting week. We got this set up Sunday. I got up here Sunday night. Monday, we got found by the Freddies and the loggers, and they stole some of our rope, and we had to cut some down to keep one of our branches from being broken.
Because of the dedication of Jeff and many other activists, the campaign endured for several years, and the trees of Fall Creek still stand to this day. The Fall Creek Forest Campaign became well embraced by the people of Eugene, as well as the international environmental community. Inside the campaign, Jeff became well respected and soon became a spokesperson for the cause.
All right, those of you just tuning in, here's what we got happening. Julia Butterfly in a tree in